Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through again. We're going to jump into our launch workshop this morning. Launch workshop for 2023. As I said, the last time I did this was in 2020, so I'm feeling excited about it. We've got an opportunity here, if you're brand new, to learn a little bit more about the fundamental basics of DewPoint and how to utilize them to start earning quickly. Start earning quickly. Not earning millions. That will come, but that requires time. But what we want you to be doing is feeling that you're earning quickly. That makes a big difference here at DewPoint, especially for your psychology as you go through the work of going into a state of self-employment. Up until now, you have been employed. It's very different. The whole psychology is very different. So, I read an article a while ago, it was a couple of years ago now, where the CEO of, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Woolworths, or was it Checkers? I can't remember, but I think it was Woolworths. The CEO of Woolworths had been paid 120 million rand in 1 year. And he had retired. That was his last year. And there was outrage. How can someone earn 120 million rand? The outrage came from people who had never been self-employed. As the CEO of Woolworths, he was responsible for the ownership and running of that business. They had no understanding. As an employee, you will never understand the weight and the burden of creating and protecting your own income. As self-employed people, you will change everything about your understanding of how hard it is to make money. To be an employee, you're not actually making money. You're just part of the machine that makes money. But to be the employer, you have to understand how hard it is to make money. What we've done at DewPoint is we've removed 99% of the difficulties. 99% of the difficulties we've removed. And we've left you with just the last 1%, which is your input. It's you. That's all that's left in the program. So once you're finished with DewPoint, if you ever are, you can't point the finger back at it and go, I tried DewPoint, it didn't work. Because DewPoint does work. The only element that will not work in DewPoint will be you. And we've proven this. We've done this for a decade. We've got over 120,000 working wealth engineers. We know how this business works. We know that it does work. Now it's you changing from being employed, the employee mindset, into being an owner, self-employed mindset. And that's very important in your growth and in your birth into being a wealth engineer at DewPoint. And I'm going to start that process with you this morning with our launch workshop. We're going to look at three things that are going to get you moving real quickly here at DewPoint. Step one is you need to know how to earn. We always say there's three ways that you earn, but I'm going to show you how they work this morning. How to earn is going to be the first step. Then how to learn. Learning how to earn is quick. We're going to tick that box this morning, but then you've got to learn how to do this business. All right? So we're going to show you how to learn, and then we're going to show you how to connect. Connection is what builds your asset with us. You need to be connecting thousands and thousands of people to us so we can be building that asset and that income for you. So those are the three steps we're going to be looking at this morning with you. So let's start with how to earn. All right? That's the important one, at least to get you out the blocks. All right, you'll remember there are three ways that you earn at DewPoint. The first way that you earn is through our returns program. The returns program is the real value, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the holidays. It's not the cars. It's not the once-off checks. That's employee mindset. The employee wants the once-off bonus, but a once-off bonus is gone. How quickly do you spend your bonuses? Like by the weekend, they are gone. That does not help anyone. So we give you the bonuses. It makes you feel good. It gives you targets you can work towards, etc., etc. But the value, the wealth, the recurring income is what changes your circumstances forever. It's the one you should be focused on. It's the one you'll give to your children one day. It's the one that'll see you through retirement. And it's the one that's actually going to buy you the things you want in this life. So our returns program is absolutely critical. It is the fundamental way that you earn at DewPoint. All right. So here we told you that you would earn 55 Rand for people you connect, and then you earn on a scale for your team. Okay. How do you earn it? All right. Let's take a look. I've got a nice diagram. You've got to do two things to earn returns. All right. Firstly, and most importantly, you need to get qualified. You will hear this term at Dew Point, a qualified wealth engineer. What does that mean? It means a wealth engineer that is entitled to earn, or an earning wealth engineer. To become qualified, we're going to have a look at it in a moment. And then the second thing that you need to do is to get the people you connect to get qualified. So in other words, to start earning. So you need to earn, and then they need to earn. By doing that, you're going to start absorbing and benefiting from the returns program. So let's look at that. Step number 1, to get you earning. Okay, you'll remember from the introduction presentations, I always say, you've got to find 3 people, get them paid, and you've got to pay. Okay, that's being qualified. This is what it looks like to be qualified. You find 3 people, you connect them. They must be therefore on what we call your first point. They were connected by you. First pointers are people you connect, okay? You've got to connect them, and all 4 of you have to pay, okay? You don't, if you've got the 3 but you don't pay, you don't earn. You're not qualified. Everyone must have skin on the table. People, why must I pay? Because you need skin on the table. It's an old Jewish culture that everyone's got skin on the table, then everyone performs. If somebody doesn't have skin on the table, then they don't perform. Why must I pay you if you haven't put your money in yet? Okay? Everyone must put in the pot before we take out of the pot. Okay? So everybody, so to get qualified, your diagram is always yourself and 3 first pointers. So this will apply now to the people you connect. Because remember, step number 2 is get your first pointers qualified, okay? So what do you want to do with them? They must pay, and they must find 3 people who pay. Now they earn, all right? So what are you going to do this weekend? If you're brand new, you're going to go and find 3 people. Oh, you're not. You're going to get them in, and you're going to get them paid, and you're going to pay. Then you know you're earning your 165 Rand. Remember, 55 Rand per product. Now, they may take more than one product. Great. Let them take more products because you get 55 Rand per product, remember? So if this guy takes 2 products, you get 110 Rand. If this guy takes 3 products, you get 165 Rand just for that person. Do you see how your income is ratcheting up with the more products and services that they're taking, okay? So just the 269 is fine, but you're only getting 55 Rand from the 269. It's great if they take more products. Okay. All righty. So this is really important. Do we now understand how you earn? You earn by finding 3 people, getting paid, and you pay. I want you to remember all of this. It's going to get a little bit more complicated now. Okay. This means now that you're earning on what's called your first point. The people you've connected, you earn on all of them. So you put a 4th person in, you earn. You put a 5th person in, you earn. You're earning on everybody. The moment you hit 3, everybody after that's just extra. You're just earning extra. So if you connect 100 people from number 4 to number 100, you're earning on all of them because you're qualified. You're qualified, you earn on your first point. But you now want to earn on your second point. You want to earn in the next part of your team. Second point is somebody you introduced to introduce someone. So he's 2 points away from you. Do you see what I'm saying? You want to earn on that guy too, all right? Because remember, if we go all the way back again, I want to go back out of here, forward again. See here, point 2, you're still getting your 55 bucks. Do you see? So you want to get 55 Rand for everybody on the second point too. You following me? Some blank looks, but some people are like, yeah. Preach it, brother. Yes, some of you. But then others of you are like, I don't know what's going on here. All right, follow me. You earn across all the points in your channel, okay? Now we're explaining points. First point is somebody you introduced. Second point is someone they introduced. Third point is someone a second pointer introduced. They're points away from you, you see? But you want to earn on all of them. So we come back, get yourself qualified. Step number 1. That gets you earning on your first point. Now you want to earn on your second point, okay? Now it's really simple. It's really simple. Here's the rule. For each point that you want to earn on, you need 1 qualified wealth engineer on your first point. So if you want to earn on 3 points, you need to put 3 people in and get 3 people qualified. So you just equal the number. You want to earn on 10 points. You need 10 qualified wealth engineers on your first point. So you must put 10 people in and get the 10 people qualified. Now you're earning on 10 points. It's a really simple rule. Now I've got 5 points in my channel. How many qualified wealth engineers do I need? 5. You with me? It's not complicated. That's the easy bit. The hard bit's getting them qualified. Okay? So you put them in. You've got your 3 people in. You need now, in order to earn on your second point, you've got 2 points you want to earn on. How many qualified wealth engineers do you need for 2? You need 2. So you put 1 guy in, he gets qualified. Is that enough to get to your second point? No, because that's 1. You need the same number for the number of points you want to earn it. So you need to go and get another guy qualified. What does it mean to be qualified? Rob's graphics on this projector, none on the left. Okay, you know what I mean. So you need 2 people. You've got your 2 people. To be qualified, they must pay, and their 3 guys must pay. Am I right? Yes. Very important. Payment is crucial. We're not in the South Africa anymore where it's like they must give it to me for free. That South Africa's gone. There ain't no money left. You can see there's no money left. They're taking away from RDP to run their election. Instead of giving houses, they're paying for parties. Yeah. Okay. There ain't no money for free nothing anymore. You must pay, they must pay, then you are qualified. Okay. All right. So do that again. Now, these folks start adding a few more folks in. All right. And you want to earn on your 3rd point now. You want to earn on that 3rd point. What are you going to do? You need to add a 3rd person. You see, a 3rd qualified wealth engineer needs to come on your 1st point. So do you understand the principle now? It's really, and it just keeps going and keeps, and you might lose one. This guy might disappear, okay? You're going to then lose a point. You're going to have to find another guy, get him qualified to get that point back in again, okay? Because the moment you put your 3rd guy in, you're now earning on everyone, and you're earning on the entire point. Once the point is open, you earn on the whole point, okay? So if there were 50 people on point 2, the moment you get your 2nd qualified guy in, you earn on all 50 people on that 2nd point. Do you see what I'm saying? And the same with your 3rd point. So in your app, you will see on your dashboard, it'll go 1st point, 2nd point, 3rd point, and you might see like 200 people, 160, 86. The moment you open those points up, you get the whole 200 people. You get the whole 186. You get the whole 50. You know, you get as you open the points up. All right. So it's a very, very simple and yet powerful process we use. You're in control. So it's not like you have to get a qualified person on each point because you're not controlling people 8 points away. You don't even know who they are. All right? We keep the control in your hands by saying you put the qualified person in on your 1st point. You must have them. You want 5 points open? You must have 5 qualified wealth engineers. That keeps the control in your hands. You can find the person. You can work with them. You can get them qualified. And the 5th point opens. The 10th point opens. But you're controlling it all the way up here where you are. You see what I'm saying? And so one of the very important things to understand at DuPont is we don't do the leaders. Do you know how our leaders have helped us in South Africa? No, this is my leader. You know? How have they done for you? Has it been working well for you? No, we don't do leaders at DuPont, okay? The person who happened to connect you to DuPont is just the person who connected you to DuPont. This is your asset. This is your channel. It's not Pumi's channel. It's not Petunia's channel. It's your channel. No, I need to be in that person's channel over there. You know, then they'll help me. They might not help you because control is only on their 1st point. Beyond their 1st point, it makes no difference to them whether you're succeeding or not. They don't have to put a qualified person on point 5. They just add a 5th person here and they get point 5. Do you see what I'm saying? So remember, it's crucial because we still get people that want to move channels. No, I don't like this. I want to move over here. I don't care if you don't like the person who didn't connect you or who connected you. They got nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing. This is your asset. When you die one day, I'm not transferring their channel to your spouse. I'm transferring your channel to your spouse. So it's got nothing to do with who connected you at DuPont. So stop thinking, no, I'm going to work with this guy. We're going to build. No, you're not. You're not. I've seen it 1,000 times over the decade. You are going to decide how successful you are, not the person who connected you. You will decide. It's in your hands. You are now truly self-employed. That's why one day when I pay you 20 million rand a month and everybody in the newspaper is like, this is appalling, how can this earn us? They'll go, you'll be able to say, they have no understanding. They do not understand what it took for me to build a channel that earns me 20 million rand and now they think it's unfair. Employee mindset versus employer mindset. And you are moving into the employer mindset. Okay. All right. So super important. XP Rewards program. All right. We've got super overexposed here. I don't know why. Anyway. And then technology. Hopefully on stream it looks nice. Okay. XP Rewards program. You'll remember the XP Rewards program. Okay. This is our training program. Our training program has got 2 criteria. I'm not getting into the details of our training program because there's a full training video underway. Getting started. There's a video that teaches you about the XP Rewards program, okay? But I'll tell you there's two things. When you do the training, you earn XP points, the experience points. They don't disappear. They're not worth rands and cents. I love it when people go, how many rands can I get for my XP? You get nothing for XP. It is simply a measure of how you are growing in the business. You get XP, you grow your channel. When you meet the two criteria, channel size and XP, we rank you up. When we rank you up, we're going to give you great rewards. I think it starts at 55 Rand, then it's 500, then it's 1,500 Rand, then it's 5,000. You see how they're going up and up, 10,000, and then you get rank 6, 20,000, 25,000, like it goes up and up and up. Every time you're ranking up, you're getting more checks. And then, of course, rank 9, you got the holiday, and then rank 11, you get your first car. There are 4 holidays in the trip. We've revealed 3 of the holidays already. You can see it on YouTube. Jump onto YouTube, and you'll see the 3 holidays that have been revealed already, each one worth exponentially more than the other. And there's 4 cars as well, and we've revealed 3 of the cars already. You can go and see the reveals on YouTube. Get yourself inspired. The idea of the XP Rewards program is not only to teach you, but to give you milestones to work towards. Okay? When you go and look at it in the app, you can find all the details under the rewards program there. It says get 4 people in, get 20 people in, get 60 people in. Like, it gives you the milestones to work towards. And you know that when you get 60 people, I get 1,500 Rand. When I get 120 people, I get 5,000 Rand in. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. All right. All right. Achiever's Quest is the third way. It's the third way that you earn. This is the quick, easy. It is not wealth. This is not wealth. We have 90% of people joining Dew Point for this. No, I want the 5,000 Rand. And then what? And then what? And then you can ask the guys who are big builders. They say, get people come in, they go crazy, they put 10 people in, they get their 5,000, they never see them again. Like, I don't understand you. I don't. Like, what did the 5,000 Rand do for you? What do you buy for 5,000 Rand these days? 1 packet at Dis-Chem. Go and fill 1 packet at Dis-Chem's 5,000 Rand. I'm not even joking. You can go. You go see the toothbrushes. They sell a toothbrush for 6,890 Rand at Dis-Chem. What is it doing? Making your teeth go gold as you clean your teeth. I don't understand. Eh? Well, 5,000 Rand is nothing. My wife's car costs 2,300 Rand to put petrol in. So she does 2 tanks of petrol. It's 5,000 Rand. Gone. 5,000. You don't join Dew Point for 5,000 Rand. You join all the schemes and scams for 5,000 Rand. And then you lose your 500 Rand because they don't give it to you anyway. No, at Dew Point, we're going long term. What this is designed to do is to help you keep the roof over your head while you're building your returns. That's what it's designed to do. It says we want you to move out of employment into full-time wealth engineer with Dew Point. We know you're going to take a hit on your earnings because it's going to take you a while to build your returns up. So use the quests to supplement your income and cover your costs every month. That's what they're for. 10, 20, and 30 people, totally doable. Every month we've got lists of people that are taking these bonuses. Lists of them. You can go and see it on our Facebook page. Okay? So we put it there as a bridge for you. This is not why you signed up Dew Point. Oh, I've got 10 friends. I'll put them in. I'll get 5 grand. No. Nothing's changed. Your life is still a financial mess. Okay? We want you coming in and using this simply as a bridge. As my big builders always say, this happens automatically. If you come in and you go, my attitude is I'm building to 50 grand a month, 100 grand a month returns, you're going to have that happening anyway. You're going to be getting the checks anyway, automatically, because you'll be putting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 people in, 200 people in every single month. You'll just be getting the checks automatically. But when you come in and that's the only reason why you joined, then you're gone in 60 days. You're gone. And you've lost out on this incredibly unique opportunity. The only one in South Africa that's actually doing this. You've lost out on it. Okay. So one of the things I want you to understand now is just timelines. I'm going to touch on it very briefly. There is a training video under the basic series. So when you go into tools, you click at the top, basic series, you will see one of the first training videos says, understanding debit orders. South Africans don't understand debit orders. They don't. They have their own picture. They think they understand it, but they don't. All right. So I'm going to touch very briefly on just 2 quick points. Then I want you on this weekend to go and watch the training video on understanding debit orders because I'm not covering it all now. Okay. we run 2 timelines at DewPoint. One timeline for returns and rewards, and one timeline for achievers quests. So for the 2, remember there's 3 ways of earnings: returns, rewards, and the third way is achievers. Achievers quests. You with me? Even Pumi's like, what? I've been here 8 years. I don't know what you just said. No, there's those 3 ways. Okay. So the first way, returns and rewards, run on their own timeline. They run from the 1st of the month to the 31st of the month. What does that mean? It means debit orders raised between the 1st and the 31st, not when the person was signed up. You might have signed him up 2 months earlier. No, I signed him up in January. Why didn't you pay for me in January? Because he didn't pay. I'm talking about debit orders. So debit orders that run between the 1st and the 31st, returns and rewards. Achievers, okay, achievers up here, achievers run from the 2nd to the 1st. Okay? They run from the 2nd of a month to the 1st of the next month. Ooh, now I get the blank stares. What do you mean? From the 2nd to the 1st of the next month. Now, what is that? Why do we do that? Because it means then that if you sign someone up on the 31st, and you still have a chance to get their debit order off the next day. Do you see what I'm saying? If you sign him up on the 1st and he doesn't pay, he doesn't count. I get people. I signed him up on the 1st and you didn't count him for my achievers. Yeah, when's his debit order? 17th. You don't think about sign-ups, you think about debit orders, okay? That's the only thing you think about. I'm not interested in referrals, I'm interested in payments, okay? That's the business. If we did referrals, it would be a scheme and a scam, and we're not. We're interested only in payments. So why we give you the extra day here is so that you can get the first in. But that means then that the debit orders on the 1st that now counted for last month can't count for the current month too. Therefore, the timeline for achievers runs from the 2nd to the 1st. So for each month, you count your debit orders from the 2nd to the 1st for your achievers checks. For returns and rewards down here, it's simply yesterday, this projector, we've got a new projector. I've got to go and beat it to death afterwards. 1st to the 31st, okay? Debit orders 1st to the 31st for returns and rewards. For achievers, 2nd to the 1st, okay? Understanding that's important because it ends up causing frustration. One of the key things you need to know is you need to always be a qualified wealth engineer to earn. Do you remember that? What was it to be qualified again? You had to pay, and you needed 3 people who'd paid. So when new people come in, this is what they do. They set their debit order for the 5th, okay, of the next month. So it's the 15th. You've signed up today. You go, no, I don't want to pay this month. I'll pay on the 5th next month. Then you put your 3 people in this month. Those 3 people pay. The month ends. How much do you earn? No. Goodman, you've been here for 2 years. What is the answer to this question? Your debit order is next month on the 5th. You've put 3 people in right now. This month ends. How much are you going to earn? 0. Well, you see all the strained faces. But why? Why? What do you need to do to be qualified? You need to pay, and they need to pay. If your debit orders are the 5th of next month, have you paid? No, you don't earn. So when are you going to set your debit order for? This month. In fact, Monday. Get it paid. Because only if you paid can you become qualified. So you got to pay. You need 3 people in who've paid in the month. When? 1st to the 31st for returns and rewards. 2nd to the 1st for achievers. Now, here's a scenario. You sign up 3 guys on the 31st, and they only pay on the 1st. For returns and rewards, are you qualified to earn? No. For achievers, are you qualified to earn? No. No, it's the same thing. In order to be qualified, you need to have had your 3 guys in by the 31st. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why we do launch workshops, because people confuse the 2 timelines. To get qualified, you need returns. Returns is what gets you qualified. Returns runs on the 1st to the 31st timeline. You need 1, you pay, 3 in paid, then we'll pick up debit orders for the 1st. Okay? For your Achievers Quest. Super important to realize that, because we don't get it often, but like once or twice a year, I'll get somebody who's literally done that. They've signed up, and they've signed 3 people up, and they've paid on the first. And because they pay on the first, this person's not qualified, so they don't earn the Achievers. Okay, you've got to get your returns in by the 31st to be qualified. Then we can calculate Achievers for you on the first. Okay, all righty. Woo, you see why I have to do these things. Now, if only my pictures were working. If only my pictures were working. Okay, how to learn. All right. Learning is using the tools at DewPoint. If you don't use the tools, you don't learn. One of the tools that's the least used by wealth engineers is our website. I don't understand it. The website has been designed to teach you, to help you connect people. It is such a powerful tool, and yet people, because we live on our phones, don't use our website. Our website works on your phone. I don't know if you've known that. Jump onto Google, go to our website, mark it as a favorite, go there regularly. The home page does 99% of the work for you. You don't even have to leave the home page. You just scroll. Scroll through the home page. It tells you the story of DewPoint. It tells you what you do, how you do it. It's the perfect tool for connecting a new person. So if you've got a new person and you don't know what to say to them, just take them to the website. Start at the top of the page and just scroll through the home page with them. It will tell them the story of DewPoint. And by the time you get to the bottom, they'll be signing up. Okay, so people avoid the website. I don't understand why. I think people, particularly in South Africa, kind of arrived in the internet at social media. They weren't using, I mean, quite seriously, they weren't using the internet until smartphones. And when smartphones came, social media was already there. So they just kind of, so like for many South Africans, I think the internet is Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. I don't think they realize or don't think they use websites. And it's the websites where we all exist. Even our Facebook pages, they exist because of our websites, okay? So it's a layer that's been missed. So I've got to bring everybody back. We've got to go back to the website. The website is a very powerful tool. Go to it, dewpoint.net. You're going to find everything you need. It's quite simple, but it's got the getting started stuff on it. It's got, as I said, the little down arrow at the bottom there. You scroll up, it starts telling you the story of DewPoint as you scroll up. All right. Critically, though, we've got products at the top. I've mentioned products in all of our introduction presentations. I told you about the screen that will come up. I think I'm going to show it to you just now. It's when you want to upgrade to one of our products, which I recommend because you just get an extra benefit for the same price, effectively. You're just missing a benefit if you haven't taken a product. Come and have a look under the products menu. The About Us menu is very useful as well because it's got our As Seen on TV. So we've been on TV many times. I've been interviewed by DSTV, ETV, SABC. They've all interviewed me about DewPoint. That's powerful when you've got a new person to sit them down and say, here are all the interviews that the TV has done about DewPoint. It gives credibility. Even you this morning, if you were new, you were going, hey, is this thing for real? When somebody sits you down and says, look, in the last 18 months, he's done 5 interviews on TV. You know, the schemes and the scams, they don't go on TV, eh? I don't know if you know, that WhatsApp thing, that's not been on TV. Only the real things end up there, and I've ended up there. In fact, on the 2nd of August this year, going to be on SABC again. They're doing 3 interviews with me in an hour and a half on one morning on an espresso show, SABC 3. So, you know, this is like really serious. So use that. So under About Us, you'll see As Seen on TV, but you'll also see daily benefits. And you'll often hear me say, go and watch the videos on daily benefits. So click on About Us, click on Daily Benefits, and watch the videos. Okay, we'll look at that a bit more. And then there's the store button at the top for buying your merchandise, getting it delivered to you. Spend some time on this. And then, quite importantly, is login. Sometimes the app is down. Did you know you can just log in via our website? You just go to dewpoint.net, click login. It's the same login as your cell phone. Now you're in the back end again. And you can see your channel and your training and your documents and everything right off the website. Right off the website. So if the app is down, you've got the website as a backup. Okay. That WhatsApp thing, did it have a backup? No. So why'd you put your money there? Yeah. And the grocery thing, did that have any backups? No. Why? No. Do it for real now. Do it for real now, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Okay. Here's the About Us page up there. You'll see there, Daily Benefits is the menu for seeing the videos in. And then there's the As Seen on TV, okay? With all my interviews on all of our channels over the last couple of years. See, amazing, all there, all at your fingertips for you in this on the website. Right, now let's get to the app. I'm assuming most of you have got the app on your phone. If you do, open it now. Follow me. Open it right now on your phones and follow me so you can see where the stuff is, because you'll have forgotten. Although this is recorded, you can find this video on Facebook afterwards. Alrighty. Okay, so bottom right-hand corner, you will see the Tools button. Once you're in your app, you push the Tools button, and what comes up? Getting started. Do you see it there? At the very top. That Tools button, however, will lead you to all of our training. All of our training is on that app, okay? You click the Tools button. Under there, you'll see the Getting Started section starts up, and you have the opportunity now to click the Watch button on every single video and just slide up, watch the next one. Slide up, watch the next one. Those 8 videos will get you on your feet. They get you moving. They teach you everything you need to know about the app and all sorts of things. I mean, just the other day, I had people who've been with us for years going, where do I find the code of conduct in the app? Like, it's in the training. And then I had yesterday, where do I find the events? What do you mean, where do you find? Did you not watch the training video? It's in the training video. Watch the training video. For every video, you're going to get 1,000 XP as well. So that moves you towards your rewards goals. Do that. I think there's about 50 videos. So you're going to get 50,000 XP just doing videos. Okay? Do it. Take the time and do it. All right? Once you're done with getting started, as I said before, you click the down arrow at the top. You can do it now, and you'll see how many other categories of videos there are. I said to you the debit order videos under Basic Series. Click the down arrow, and you'll see Basic Series. Click on Basic Series, and you will see debit order. It's in there. You can go watch the debit order video. Plus plenty other videos that will really, really help you in this process. Training materials, how to start right. There's a video in there. How to start right. Go and watch it. Absolutely brilliant. Ask the Experts. There's a wonderful video in there called Ask the Expert in your Getting Started section that will show you how to invite people, how to connect them to our videos, okay? Then one of my favorite dev seminars, a message that demands to be heard. If you want to understand why South Africa is in the position it is today and how you can fix that with DewPoint, go and watch a message that demands to be heard. Still one of my favorite dev seminars that I ever did. It's in there. How to invite, there's a video on that. And then prospects and new sign-up starter kit. There's a starter kit for you when you're brand new. I got it for you. It's one of the videos. You're going to go search those titles. You'll find it under either Basic Series or Getting Started. It's all there for you. All the stuff is there to help you get going. So like, I don't know what to say. There's training that teaches you what to say. All right. Then, if you're in your app now, you're in the Tools section, under the training, swipe left. So don't swipe down, swipe left. And a whole new category of videos comes up. Up at the top it says Introductions. Have you guys found it? Did you know you had intro presentations on your phone? Yeah. There they are. There they are. So now, anywhere, 24 hours a day, you click Tools, you swipe left, and you push play, and you're connecting somebody to DewPoint. Remember the 2 tasks you have as a wealth engineer? You connect people, build a team of people who connects people. This is how you do it. Now you just put the phone down, and you let them watch. It's right there. Okay. Tools, swipe left, introduction presentations, and I think there's a couple there that you can choose from. All righty. They're all underneath there for you. All right. Now, outside, so you've had the website, you've had the app. Now you've got our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. They are our 2 biggest other tools that we use. If you haven't already signed up to YouTube, go to YouTube and follow us. Subscribe. Subscribe to us. It's free. Okay? On YouTube, you will find thousands of our videos. Thousands and thousands of videos. Where do you find them? I'm going to show you now. On Facebook, go and follow us on Facebook. And on Facebook, you will find our intro presentations as well as a whole bunch of other videos. How do you do it? Well, on Facebook, you're going to click the Videos menu. Again, I think many people use the tool and don't know what all the functions are. When you're on Facebook, find the video button, click it, and it'll open up. You'll have all of our intro presentations, trainings, all sorts under videos. On YouTube, you're going to click on the Playlists button. And on the Playlist button, you're going to find what is DewPoint and who are we, more about DewPoint, XP Rewards Program. There's a whole playlist on the XP Rewards Program showing you the reveals of the holidays, the reveals of the cars. It's all in the playlists on our YouTube channel. So if you haven't yet joined them, get on them. When we say everything's online, this is what we mean. You know, people are like, no, I need an office in my city that I can come and do a paper application form. That's what you did in the 1990s, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I put that office, way better, right in the palm of your hands. Do you see what I'm saying? The website's in your palm of your hands. The app is in the palm of your hands. YouTube, Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. They're all there. Get on them and use them. They're right there. Right. How to connect? Connecting people to Dew Point. All right. So, first of all, you can bring them to the head office. If you're in Gauteng, you really don't have an excuse. You should be here at least once a month, possibly twice. Every Tuesday night, 6:30, we're live here. Every Tuesday night. Right here, we're live. You call client service, you book a ticket, and you come in. The tickets are free, but we just need to know who's coming. Every Tuesday night, we're here, 6:30, live. You can be part of the studio audience. Every second Saturday, and I'm going to show you just now where to find out when we're on and when we're off, you can come here as well. It's a great opportunity for people to see that I'm real, because I still get people who think I'm not real. I don't know. It used to be cardboard cutouts. Now it's AI technology. It's such nonsense. We've only been doing this for like 10 years now. For goodness sake. But people need to see it, especially the ones before computers. They need to see the bricks. They need to see the paint. They need to bring them. Bring them. Every Tuesday, every Saturday, you get to meet me or Rob, the highest management in this business. You get open access to. Okay? So when you don't come, I do get a bit insulted, but I also question, why aren't you using the tool if you're in Gauteng? If you're outside Gauteng, I don't expect you to be here. Then you use our live broadcasts. Those you can use by connecting people online. You've got, again, our Facebook live presentations. Today, it's on YouTube as well. YouTube live broadcasts and all of our pre-recorded stuff. You've got everything at your fingertips. You can do this business anywhere in the country. All right. So when you're talking to people now about Dew Point, this is always a sticker. How do I talk to people? These days, many people are using the online tools to connect to people. So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We've got some amazing people who've been doing amazingly well with these platforms. I'm not a specialist at that. I don't talk to that. I talk to putting your shoes on, getting out there. Because learning to use social media tools is tricky and it takes time. I suggest you all learn to do it in time. But for right now, you need to start by putting your shoes on and getting out there. I get people on Facebook who say, but I don't know anyone. Put your shoes on. There are 100,000 people in your suburb within walking distance. Go and talk to people. Get out there and talk to people. So what do we say to people? Well, first of all, what we want to do is we want to understand people's needs. The great thing about South Africa is we've basically got like 3 needs. Money, electricity, water. Because the electricity's been taken away from us, the money's been taken away from us, and they're about to take the water away from us. Okay? So there's your 3 conversation starters. Can't believe they are load shedding us again. There's your conversation starter. Well, what are you doing about it? One of the things that Dew Point does is we're probably one of the highest backup power purchasers in the country. Think about how many wealth engineers have bought backup power off of money they made at Dew Point. Huh? We've kept guys alive. We're keeping businesses alive out there. When we say that we're producing our own economy at Dew Point, we really are. And remember, Lynette, I did a talk for your team once where I described this. By creating income here, we're able to build our own economy because then, people who make money want to buy stuff. And one of the things we want to buy in South Africa is backup power. Is it cheap? Is backup power cheap? No. Which means that the average person can't buy it. They can't buy it. Just recently, a friend of mine had 84 hours, no electricity, and Bridget had Monday to Friday, no power this week. 5 days, no power. Just on Thursday, they released the revised stages. I don't know if you saw. It's now been drafted. Not drafted, it's now been put through law, and you can see the scale. We now have up to stage 16. At stage 16, it'll be 24 hours out of every 32 that we have no power. So can you imagine every 32 there's no... So what are you going to do about it? I want a job. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want a job, you're going to sit in the dark. You're going to sit in the dark. Self-employment is, from our president's lips, is the only way we're going to survive. By becoming self-employed, we're able to create an income for ourselves that allows us to buy what we want. So when you're talking to people now about Dew Point, or you're talking about our funeral plan, about our life insurance, about our mechanical warranties, no. You're talking to them about backup power. You're talking to them about these sorts of things. I wish I could be the boss of my own time. Sick of not being able to control my own time. Okay? I wish I could retire comfortably. What are you doing for retirement? So, you got savings? You guys got lots of savings, eh? In the US, they have a rule. They say you should have 6 months of your income saved. Your full income. Needs to be saved. 6 months. How many of you got 6 months of your full income saved? Yeah. No, all right. You guys are all screwed. Sorry. I wish I could send my kids to a private school. I mean, the education level in South Africa is the worst it's ever been. And that's saying something because, man, when we do things badly, we do them properly badly, you know. So for the education ministers to be saying we've got the worst education we've ever had, that's not coming from my lips. That's what I'm reading in the newspapers. But private schools in South Africa still internationally recognized. I know that last year, my kids are at Red Hill, the local one over here, and Saints, the other local one over there. Red Hill had 8 kids go to Harvard, MIT, and Stanford last year out of their matrics. Recognized internationally. Saints had 9. 9 that went to Cambridge, MIT, Harvard. 9 of their matric students. Still recognized. Wouldn't you like to put your kids through school like that? How much is it to go to a private school these days? Per kid. It's if I do it, average earnings in the country, 14,500 Rand for the average person earning that's employed. It's 60 grand a kid now, I think, per annum to put your kid there. But wouldn't you like to put your kid in a school and one day they can go to Harvard or MIT? You can do that here. You can do that here. Go to rank 8, you get a 25 grand check. Boom. You know? Or rank 9. You know? Go rank 10, I think it's a 50 grand check. In rank 10. Now that's your rank 10, you've paid your kids' private school fees. Done. In 1 month. In 1 month. Okay? Wouldn't that be nice? Now, how's that for a conversation starter? I just had a whole conversation with you. In one sense, we didn't talk about Dew Point, we spoke about money. Yeah. Spoke about money, because that's what Dew Point's about. Do you see what I'm saying? We establish the need with people. We don't go, I've got a business opportunity for you. Come to my house, we're going to have a shish and yama, and we're going to talk business. Do you think the guy's coming? No. It says, what are the questions? Is this a scam? Is this a pyramid scheme? I don't want another job. I'm tired. I don't know people. You see what I'm saying? No, you weren't even thinking that while I was talking about the backup power. You weren't thinking about it while I was talking about the private school education, were you? Find the need. Find the need. Where is the need? I wish I could earn just a little more. I wish I could take my family on a nice holiday regularly. Wouldn't it be nice to go on holiday every year? Hey? Yeah, it doesn't happen. I wish I could afford a new car. My car's finished. I wish I got a new one. How many people are driving finished cars? Huh? I wish I could afford to help my parents. How many people are buying? It's a good point. I actually checked the other day because I wanted to know how many people actually own cars in South Africa. At the moment, it's about 7 million car owners in South Africa. There are 64 million people in South Africa. 7 million own a car. That's 10%. Call it 15%. 15% of people who could drive cars. 15%, 85% don't have a car. They don't have a car. Just as well. You can imagine how crazy our roads would be. But nonetheless, find the need. I wish I could buy a car. I wish go to the local dealership. You see a guy walking around a car. He's going, geez, hey, I wish I could own one of these. There's your conversation starter. I have to buy one of those, but I wish I could have one of these. And you've started a conversation. Find the need. I wish I could afford to help my parents. Are we looking after your parents? So start the conversation around parents, around kids. Looking after my parents again. It's a huge financial burden. How do I do it? I was watching a very interesting, I said it once a while ago, and I thought, I'm going to get in trouble. And I didn't get in trouble, which was great, so that means I can say it again. But I actually recently was watching it, and it was exactly what I said was being said in the U.S. There's a guy teaching about wealth and talking to a big audience. There they do like 60,000 people. And he's saying, wealthy people don't have more than 2 children. They don't have more than 2 children. Poor people have more than 2 children. Yeah. And it's absolutely the truth. It's absolutely the truth. Because the belief, I mean, I'm not being prejudicial. This is a global phenomenon. He's talking to poor white people in America. And he's going, you lot with 5 kids. Because they don't come cheap. I don't know if you've noticed. Like my household expenditure went when I had my first kid. I was like, nobody told me about this. 7 nappies a day. The thing wants to be fed the whole time. Do you know what I'm saying? Now you do that over and over and over again. Why? We live in a modern world. You know how babies are made, hey? You do know. And you know that you don't have to have babies. You can do the same thing and not have babies. You do know. We can do that these days, So why do we put ourselves in that position? Why do we put ourselves in the position of poverty? How you want to put kids through private school? We spoke about that a moment. If you've got 5 kids, it's 60,000 times 5 times a year. But if you've got 1 kid, can you put him in private school? Yeah, absolutely. You can save up the whole year and put your 1 kid through private school. Why do we have more? No, it's my culture. Yeah. Pumi knows how I feel about culture. I don't like white culture. I don't like black culture. I don't like Indian culture. I don't like Asian culture. You know why? Culture makes you poor. It makes you poor as a white. It makes you poor as a black. It makes you poor as an Indian. It makes you poor as an Asian. That's the only thing that makes you poor is culture. What? My culture? Who cares? Who cares? You know? Eh? Brains. Exactly. Don't talk to me about culture. I hate my culture. It's a freaking waste of time. Easter. I got to buy chocolate eggs for my kids. They don't even eat them. This is wasting my money. Freaking waste of money. Christmas, I got to buy them presents. They got everything already. Now they're sitting there, Dad, I don't really know, but can I have? No, you don't need it. It's just money. You know what I'm saying? It's just a waste. Culture, don't go, I'm going to be poor because of my culture. Don't mean that. Don't be that. Make change. You are your own, you're self-employed now. You make the rules. You make the rules. Okay, but again, we just had a whole conversation around money again. We didn't mention Dew Point. You see that? We didn't have to do it. We were looking at need again. We were talking to need. These are the conversations you have when you talk about Dew Point to people. Do you see what I'm saying? And then you finish and say, dude, come, watch this video. Not this one, I'll go to jail. But one of the other ones, you know. You show them the introduction presentations. All righty, okay. And then you present a solution to them. All right? Can I show you a business that can pay you for all of your petrol money? You know, I was talking about the petrol. Dude, I got a business. It pays for my petrol. Come, let me show you. Well, Donnie always goes, I do this thing, and they fix all the damage to my tires from potholes. Do you want to come and check it out? They pay for all the pothole repairs. He's talking about his Auto Guru product. Do you see what I'm saying? And it just puts it in. Can I show you a business that could pay for all your groceries? You know, and it doesn't have to be Longridge. It can actually be Dew Point that pays for your groceries. Can I show you a business that could put your kids through private school? Can I show you a business that could afford university for your kids overseas? Wouldn't it be nice if you could say, oh, my kid's studying at Cambridge? You know? Wouldn't that be amazing? Can I show you a business that could make your retirement much better? You've got no retirement, guys. But if you've got recurring income, you've got retirement. Because when you stop working here, you don't get fired. The income continues coming in. You can chill, okay? You do the work up front. Can I show you a business that could fund your startup? Many of you have business ideas because you've got no money. They don't lend money in South Africa. There's no money lending to startups in South Africa. But if you build a recurring income, you now have capital to start your own business. Now you can go and do that thing you wanted to do because you've got the asset to produce the income for you. Can I show you a business that could take you overseas every year? Every year, 4 holidays. Let me show you a business that'll take you. You want a holiday with your kids? Come. I'll show you a business that'll pay for your holiday every single year. Oh, it's so much nicer than I got a business opportunity for you. Hey? Can I show you a business that could buy you a car in cash? No installment. No repayment. Come, let me show you. And you show them the video. You haven't sold them any products. You haven't had to move channels. You've just shown them a video and spoken about their needs. Okay. We give you all the tools to handle the objections, and we give you the tools to let us do the work for you. We'll do the work for you. You let them watch me do the talking. You let them ask me the questions. Every Tuesday night we do live Q&A. You say, no, I'm not going to answer that question. The Dew Point CEO will answer that question. 6:30, come, tune in. We'll watch it from home. Put your duvet on. Here's your coffee. Watch. Yeah, right. Ask him the question. Ask him now. And you type it in the chat. I'll answer the question. You let me do the work. I will do the work for you. You don't have to be doing presentations. Defer to us. In the training that you're going to watch, the videos, we've got 2 or 3 videos about handling objections. 10 most common objections. We get Dr. Benfield in. He was the founder of Clientele Life. He handles the objections. We've got Leon Lowe. He was the chairman of the Free Market Foundation. He handles the objections because they're all big fans of Dew Point. They handle the objections for you. Let us do the work for you. So when a guy says, is this a pyramid scheme? You go, I don't know. Let's watch the video. Is this a pyramid scheme? Play. So you let us do the work. We've given you all the tools in your app to do this with you. And remember, you're not going to win trust by arguing with the guy. Don't argue with him. It's not a fight. You don't have to be victorious, because even if you're victorious, you're not going to sign up. all you're doing is planting some seeds. Plant the seed. Those that want to, and there's lots of them. At the moment, everybody wants this. We'll join. Those that are not ready, you let them, you just plant the seed, you let them go. They're going to come back. They come back. Lots of wealth engineers have left Viewpoint and come back. Lots. Some of them are sitting in the room today. They went and they came back. They came back. This is the only solution. I've said it to you before. So plant the seeds. Okay. Now in your app again, we communicate with you on a daily basis. Many of you don't look at our notices, and as a result, you miss out on what's happening at Viewpoint. As you open your phone, if we've sent a notice out, it's going to open into the notices. All right? Read the notice. It's only a few words. Read the notice. Sometimes it's there because you've missed your debit order. Sometimes it's a product document update. Well, just read it quickly. At the bottom of each one, you will find a blue button. Sometimes push on the button. It might say, we need to re-raise your debit order. Push this button to re-raise. You want to look at the document we've just updated? Push this button to open the document. Look, the blue stripes at the bottom are buttons. Click on them. But more importantly, as a new wealth engineer, you can connect people to our live presentations through the notices, okay? So if you know every Tuesday night, 6:30, we're live, you want to get some friends to either watch it or be here, you can share these notices, these intro evening notices that we put out every day. You can share it. See in the bottom corner there on your phones, you'll see it more clearly. It says share. You click on share, it then opens up. You can send it via WhatsApp. You can put it on Facebook. You can share it to all your individuals, and it sends them the link that they can click on to watch us live. That's super useful as a beginner, again. You're not having to be technical. Just notices, share, WhatsApp, my friend, send. Done. And now the guy's got the link. He can tune in and watch us. All right. So the notices are super useful. Use them and read them. They're going to help you out loads in this business. All right. So now, where do I find the events? Where do I find what's happening at Viewpoint? This is a question that comes up with client service, so I get a little bit miffed with it, so I wanted to put it in the training. On your app, as you open up the dashboard, at the bottom, you've got 5 buttons. The second button says events. All right. If you click the events button, it gives you the list of all the events that are coming up. You can scroll forward like 3 months. Chain loads them about 90 days ahead. Okay, your risk is sometimes they move. But, you've got an idea of where all the events are, like up to about 3 months ahead, all under the events button at the bottom. Okay, you saw it there. That's where you find. When's your next presentation? Events. Don't call client services. Open your phone, events. Oh, the next one is. There we go. 6:30 p.m. on the 11th of July. Okay, live introduction. Then these are just broadcasts, so they're just repeats. We're not open at the office. You want to look for the green ones. And then sometimes I think there's like a red one for Super Saturday. And, we put all sorts of different colors in so you can see the different events. Okay, then if you're at home, you can, of course, watch the event by just pushing watch. If you do it through your phone, we allocate the XP to you automatically for watching events. Remember, you watch events, you get XP. 500 for intros, 1,000 for training, etc., etc. So you can be earning your XP for your XP rewards. Click watch. If you're here at the office, to get your XP for the event, you need to scan. So then you click the scan button down there, and you scan it on the QR code that's here. Just make sure your app has got permission to use your camera. All right, that's whenever it gives you an error. Whatever the error says, it means you haven't given permission for the app to use the camera. Okay, so you've got that all in your app. So going forward, if you want to know when we're doing an event, you go to events. The bottom in your app. Okay, everything at your fingertips. Alrighty, right. And then for those of you who are new, you want to connect someone to Viewpoint. You've got a guest. You've spoken to him. He wants to sign up. All right. You go to the bottom where it says connect. It's in blue. It's a different color. You click connect, and then you click new application, and then you sit with a guy and you let him fill out his information on your phone. You see what I'm saying? That's how you connect new people. That person will immediately be allocated to you. Okay, because it's done through your app. Okay, super simple. So you know where the training is? It's tools. Events under events. Connect to put new people in, okay? And then there's a rewards button that explains to you the XP Rewards program as well. All at the bottom, you can't miss them, of your app. All right, back to the website again, yes?
If the Connect doesn't work on your app,
You can do it through the website. Exactly, Lynette brings up a good point. If there's some problem with the app on the day, it happens every now and then, you can jump onto the website, viewpoint.net, say get started, and then you just put your W number in, and then the person can fill out the rest of the details, and it connects it to you. So you've got these backups, you see? Back onto the website, dewpoint.net, I wanted to show you quickly under products. Remember the products menu? If you push the product summary, it brings up this page. Remember that image? It's in all our intro presentations. That is the image here, how to choose the best product. You click that button and it'll play you a 1-hour video which shows you every single product, okay? So if you don't want to watch every single product, if you want to just watch one, go on to any of the products. I want the funeral cover. Go to Family Wealth videos there. It says full review. It's about 6 minutes long. You click, you can watch 6 minutes. I tell you everything there is to know about our funeral plan, okay? If you want to know about Auto Guru because you've got a car, this is one of the best car products. Click on that, go watch full review. But if you don't know, I don't know which product to take, then you click that one there, and it gives you the full 1 hour, and you can go, oh, that's the product I want. Again, the perfect thing to increase your benefits at DewPoint. People say, but what if I don't grow? What happens to my 269? Well, no. Get the benefit of your money by using what's in it. You've got the 3 services, use it. So even if you're not growing, you're getting the value of the services. But if you upgrade to a product for 20 Rand more, sometimes 20 Rand less, some of the products are cheaper than the 269, you're still a wealth engineer, you've still got everything, but now you've got the benefit of the product. So it makes no sense to just be a wealth engineer. Take a product. How do you do it again? Let's hop across. Here's your app, okay? On your app, you're going to push up here. You see the 3 lines up here? We call it the burger menu. All right? Click on it. You see it's a burger. It's got bread at the top, bread at the bottom, and meat in the middle. It's the burger menu, okay? You're going to push the burger menu button. It'll open up into your menu here, and then you can see there, add a product. Do you see it? Add a product. Go in there, click add a product, and it will open up for you. If you want to see your products, once you've got them, you click on My Products, and it opens up and lists all your products for you, okay? The services, the 3 services, My Services. Click them, click the button, it opens up, and you'll see Medical, Legal Access, and if you've registered a vehicle, Road Assist. You click on those, and you can just dial straight through for the service. It's all in there. Where did you find it? You found it under the burger item up there, the burger menu button there. Someone was asking about the XP the other day. Where do I see my XP? You click your name. Click your name at the top, and it gives you a profile of you, and it tells you how much XP you've got and all sorts of bits and pieces. Do you know where you find all of this out? In the training video on the app. Where's it? Under Getting Started. There's it. It says the mobile app. You watch the training video, I teach you where everything is in the app. Okay? Alrighty. And like I've said before, everything that you need, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely everything that you need is in your app. It's online. It's on our website. It's on all of our social media platforms. You don't need to come here, but I want you here. It's a conflicting emotion. It's a conflicting emotion. I want you here, but you don't need to be here. You are free. Okay? Because everything's online. Use it. As Rob says, engage there, listen here. We've even got the podcasts of most of the training.